What's up, Peep Squad? Peep Squad is in the building, baby. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. Let's get down to the situation. Let's talk about Miss NeNe Leakes. Let's talk about Andy Cohen and also Miss Kenya Moore. Let's get right down to it and talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. It is going down. So in any event, as you guys know, on Thursday episode of last week, NeNe Leakes was on the Real. And in any event, NeNe Leakes was asked, will she return to the Real Housewives? And NeNe says, I'm okay with returning to the show as long as, we can work through a few things, she answered. When asked if she was interested in coming back, she says, I'm happy to return to the show, and besides, I have a lot of unfinished business with a couple of them. I was like, Lord have mercy, how you feeling? Tell us what you need, NeNe. Tell us what you want. But in any event, when co-host Loni Love probed further about what it would take to get her back on the show, NeNe responded that she would need to have a conversation with the Real Housewife franchise executive producer Andy Cohen before she made a move, point blank, period. I was like, Lord have mercy. And in any event, yes, he needs to sit down and have a conversation with NeNe Leakes. Of course he does. He needs to get off his high horse and let his ego, down and basically have a conversation with NeNe and work things out. This is business, and what about the fans and people that want to bring NeNe Leakes back on the show and want to see her on the franchise as well? But in any event, Andy Cohen, he responded to what NeNe Leakes said. And I was like, I couldn't believe he actually responded, because usually he's on his high horse and he forgets that before he was somebody, he had to start somewhere and he made mistakes throughout his career as well. And I guess he's holding people to a higher standard than he's holding himself. But NeNe Leakes continues, I think Andy and I were really close for a really long time, and I loved his baby son, Benny Boo, and I helped pay for his baby shower and all those things, she shared. I think that Andy and I need to have a sit down and talk, and then we are off to the races. So NeNe Leakes is open to talking to Andy. It's just if Andy will get off of his high horse and understand that she was going through a tragic type of situation, knowing that Greg's cancer had returned. She didn't tell anybody what was going on, and so she was going through all types of emotion, depression, grief, scaredness, worriness, just all types of stuff, PTSD. Watching your loved one, someone that you love, someone that you spend most of your life with, watching them deteriorate and actually moving forward to greater pastures and possibly departing from this earth, which Greg did, R.I.P., rest in power. The internet was an outlet, and sometimes people use the internet as an outlet and they do have regrets. And this is NeNe Leakes' way of saying she regret what she did. So Andy responded to NeNe Leakes' interview with The Real, and basically Andy said, it's complicated, baby. Andy Cohen responded when an on-air caller from Atlanta asked about their current status doing a recent segment of his Andy Cohen Live show on his flagship Sirius radio channel. And in any event, Andy said he has been in contact with NeNe since her husband Greg Leak passed. He shared something like that brings people together. We communicated and we had a very nice communication after Greg's passing. And this is what Andy had to say. He continues, but what I don't want to do is get into a public thing with her. I think she would probably prefer that I keep her name out of her mouth, and that is what I am going to do to honor. He also says it's a very delicate subject for him. Former Bravo programming executive and champion of NeNe Leakes throughout the years and helped make her a household name, which she in return helped make him a household name as well. But in any event, Andy Cohen says that he's going to keep NeNe Leakes' name up out of his mouth, and he's not going to do anything public with NeNe Leakes as far as a back and forth. So he just wants to keep his mouth closed. He just want to continue to move on and move forward. So in any event, let's get into it. Let's talk about Miss Kenya Moore. She's dishing out some information, especially when it comes to the Real Housewives spinoff, Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, trip, and also her thoughts on NeNe Leakes wanting to return to the Housewives. So let's just get into it and talk about it. As you guys know, Kenya Moore had a face-off with Ramona Singer, as you watched in the trailer of the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. And in any event, Kenya dishes the information, and she said that she has never spent any real time with Ramona, and she just heard about her. Kenya explains during E! News Daily Pop on Monday, November 8th, you know, her reputation precedes her, and I just think that I was calling her out a lot about her behavior before we even started the trip. Kenya, you got to put her in her place before it's too late. In any event, Kenya says, according to her, Ramona Singer, she exposed the group to C-19 because the group was like in a bubble because they were filming, you know, with a pandemic going on. And Ramona had no regards for anybody at all. And Kenya Moore said that she said, I was like, oh no, you are not going to put my health at risk, Kenya Moore added. And also Kenya said, I think I just kind of called her out, and she did not like that at all. You know, she did not like that, Kenya Moore, especially a woman melanated calling her out. She thought she could do anything and everything, and you was just gonna be quiet. Nope, she don't know Kenya Moore. She don't know Team Twirl, baby. But I guarantee you she knows you now, hunty. But in any event, moving on from that situation, Kenya Moore says that she ends up being good friends when it comes to Luann as well. She really likes Luann, and her and Luann had a lot of things in common. And Kenya Moore says that she was pleasantly surprised that they got along very well. So that is good. And Kenya Moore says Luann is one of her favorites as well. So in any event, it is what it is. And also Kenya Moore added, when it comes to Ramona, that she was very much a negative influence on the group when it came to Cynthia Bailey, Luann, Melissa, Teresa, and Kyle. But in any event, Kenya Moore said we're going to find everything very interesting. So let's get on to what Kenya Moore feels about NeNe Leakes basically wanting to come back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Continuing on with the interview, Kenya Moore was asked, what does she think about NeNe Leakes recently revealing that she wanted to be a part of the Real Housewives of Atlanta? Kenya Moore responded, you know, I don't know. I know she has a lot of fans and people love her, and definitely she has made her mark on the show, and she has made the show what it is, Kenya said on Daily Pop. And also, Kenya continues, I think that interview was from her, you know, wanting to come back, and she definitely does want to come back, for real, for real. And any event, Kenya Moore continues saying she doesn't know whether there is a future in terms of the network or, you know, with the higher ups. She can't really speak on the situation. So Kenya Moore gave her opinion on what she feels about NeNe Leakes. She didn't say anything bad. She actually gave NeNe Leakes accolades too as well, saying that she definitely made her mark on the show. I don't know if that's meant to say she already made her mark, so now it's time to keep it moving. But she also says a lot of her fans love her. So you guys let me know what you think about that situation.